I love small town main streets. Throughout my life, I have visited a fair share of these streets. Many people, including myself, love to visit these walkable main streets. I would definitely much rather shop and dine in one of these places rather than strip malls. But it is no secret that small towns are disappearing as people move to the city for jobs, and the small towns and surrounding areas of a city are sometimes being overshadowed by suburban development. Disneyland was an escape from Southern California sprawl, and people loved it. Main Street USA in Disneyland and in Disney World is definitely a highlight of the experience, and most likely people would love to shop and dine in places like that, rather than shopping malls. Even though it's Disney, with its charm being presented everywhere in both parks, it could still be claimed that people would rather shop and dine in places that are more walkable than car-centric shopping malls. Over the summer, I visited the small towns of Wayzata and Excelsior in Minnesota. They are towns with quaint main streets that are thriving compared to their suburban strip mall counterparts. Both towns are not too far away from the Twin Cities and are in close proximity with Minneapolis suburbs. They provide suburbanites with an authentic place to shop and dine. Excelsior is a small town that lies in the southern part of Lake Minnetonka. Throughout the years, the downtown area of Excelsior has maintained its historical identity. Not just the downtown kept its historical architecture, but also the homes, as they have a distinct Victorian and craftsman style, which gives it a truly American feel. The city of Excelsior claims that the small downtown and historic ambiance sets Excelsior apart from other suburban communities. Excelsior gets a lot of tourists for this reason, I think. Wayzata is a town on the other side of Lake Minnetonka. It also has its small town charm, but in my opinion, not as much as Excelsior. There are parking lots right on the main street, which is not ideal. The architectural style isn't constant, which isn't a bad thing, but it's something to note, and that I am not a fan of personally. I do love the bike lanes that are right along the main street. Lake Minnetonka is an expensive place to live, and there is lots of demand for housing in and around Excelsior and Wayzata, since it sits on the lake and they both have nice main streets. With a town known for its historical identity, residents of Excelsior would hate to break it with a new residential style that does not fit with the rest of the town. The fight to preserve the historical identity and charm of a city is right in my eyes, but it could also lead to some consequences, as little new development can lead to huge demand, which then leads to higher home prices. This is what is presented today in Excelsior and some other places, such as San Francisco. The solution to this problem would be to build new development that matched the historical style of a town, building denser as you get closer to the city center, since people want to be in close proximity to main streets like Excelsior has. These new fake historical buildings can keep the historical look of a place with also keeping up with demand. Wayzata is already doing this with their new mixed-use development on its main street that adds shops and people, but also keeps the charm of the town. We need to embrace what we already have in front of us instead of building completely brand new places such as shopping centers. By no means is building up the downtown core and having density around it the best solution or the only solution for revitalizing small towns. Yet, I strongly feel that this is better than the big box store developments that are being built on growing towns.